Hello. Hey everybody, how you doing? Good morning. 9 o'clock a.m. on the nose. Boom. I did try that. So let's get ready to do some rip today and everything like that. Remember, modify where necessary. If you're outside by chance, it's a little muggy, whatever, make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure that you keep an eye on those weather advisories and stuff like that, because there's a lot of nasty weather and stuff like that. But stay hopeful that it's going to change. We're going to cool off. I'm getting my air conditioning fixed today. Ha, ha, ha. So you might see some traffic or might be interrupted. Hopefully not. But nonetheless, I'm excited for that. Lots of stuff going on, as our everyday lives are. So let's get our fitness on and have fun. Okay. Let's hit play. There it is. Robot if you want to. Oh, I gotta work on that. We're gonna start from the top of the way down. That's it. Say no with the head, right and left. The shoulders. Nice big circles here for the shoulders. Now we extend the arm and cross the foot. Side to side. Open the chest. Side step right there. Cross punch. Extend the arm front. Go towards the corner. Now we have torso twist. And baby hook. You've got those legs. Transfer it down. Warming up the hamstrings. Upper thighs. Move into your presses. Take it. Give me some circles. Right now, it doesn't matter to me which leg you're on, because what we do right now, we're going to switch it out to the other side. How about some soccer swings? You don't have to go high. You can stay low. That's your range of motion. But I just want you to get through and swing it. Take it over. Stretch it here. And turn to a runner stretch. Dropping that hip down. And move to that triangle. Bring it to the front. Roll that up. Now we got the other side. Runner stretch. Turn. We got triangle. Bring the front. Roll it up. Modified burpee. Squat. Lunge. Squat. Press up. Get on those toes. Reach to the sky. Okay. How far back? How far down is up to you. Give me some more. Everybody's different. So if you see me go down low, like here, that's okay. Woo. You don't have to do what I do. Now, this is a jog. It's a double. Why am I not doing it? Well, because I'm redoing my porch. It's in stages, and it's a little slippery, so I'm taking that impact out. Turn it. One more time. Last time. Shoulder. So my front porch is a little slippery. Modifying. Side to side and open. Cross punches. Corner to corner. There's that torso twist. Whoops. Look, I look like I'm punching myself in the face. Legs. How about those uppers? got no stretches. That's it. Sometimes you got to modify last minute if you're in the middle of something, your workout, and you realize that maybe it's not feeling stable for you, or you just don't feel that it's working out. Oh, I forgot that soccer swing. I was doing this. All right, now let's take it over to this side. Run and stretch. Cheating. Kidding. Right here. Move in front. We roll that up. Now we have the other side. Take it. That blood is going back and down. Turn it. Locking, opening up that hip flexor. Triangle. That's it. It's the front. Roll it up. Modify burpees. Let's take that leg back first. Now, what I want to make sure you're doing, not doing, don't do that. Okay? I see that a lot of this. No. Chest is up. Right? If you see me from the side, that's what's happening. Right here. It's a reverse lunge. Good. Now, here's where we run it out. That's that double run. But I'm going to stick with my heels. Like I said, press. I got an unstable surface as far as I'm concerned. Let's turn it the other way. To the back. One more turn. Guess what? Done. That's your stretch. But yeah, certain types of shoes don't work very well in certain surfaces. So my sneakers mixed with what I got going on my porch makes it a little slippery. So don't feel like you got to jump and crazy things like that if you have a surface like that at home. Take it down a little bit. Perfectly accessible as opposed to doing stuff like that. We're going to need our weights. So grab those weights. I'm going to put this down because I can throw this in the washing machine. My mat is not as good. So what I want you to do, I'm going to angle myself so that you can see the form a little bit better. Okay, we're going to start at the bottom. I'm going to move my screen a little bit. Okay, get your weights. Keep them close by. Okay, so we're going to go right to that. You do have an option of when you're down to come straight up and do your arm work up here, but that's going to be a lot of up, down, and a very quick transition. So in order to just kind of make it a little bit easier, once you're done with your push-ups on here on the bottom, just go right to your knees and do your arm work on your knees, okay? So let's hit this. Just want everybody to be safe. So, I'm going to do this on my toes so that my hands stay on the mat and don't pick up all that stuff. Bottom position of a push-up. So 1, 2, 3. Now come for double pulse. 1, 2, up. 2, 3, double pulse. 1, 2, right to my feet. Camera style, so look. You'll see at this angle, I'm only going halfway down. Just my shoulders. Work on the negative. Almost like I'm pressing it down. Now take it all the way to the bottom half of my pressing down. Only halfway up, guys, not the range, not the end. Okay, here we go. Take it up. Down, up, down. Notice that my upper arm's not moving. They're not out here. Okay, I'm not doing this. You'll see my elbows going crazy. Lock it in. Upper body, that's a break. All right, we're going back down to push-up. Modification. Can be done on this one. Right here. Up. 2. 3. Then you got your double. 1, 2. Up. Now we have shoulders. 1, 2. See, I'm parallel to the floor. Okay? So watch what happens right here. So drop, upright row. Go. I'm not doing that. Okay? I don't have that round and back. My chest is up nice and high. I'm pulling it up to my collarbone. And bring it right here. Let's go. Down. Up. Oh, you feel that? That's what we call the negative. Feel that on the way up? Shoulders are really getting some good exercise right now. We're almost there. All right, guys. Bring it back down. Remember, we're at that bottom position. Push up. One. That double pause. That's it. 1 and 2. Core is nice and tight. Notice? Right there. Chin, butt is not up in the air. It's nice and flat. We're going to do our biceps again. Start with the top. At your shoulders. Halfway down. Sit. Down. Take it to the bottom. Halfway up. Remember, lock those arms to the side. Okay? Do a little bit of a pull with those biceps. Bring it all the way up. Down. Up. Roll it. Don't swing. Squeeze the core. Like I said, racing those arms up against it. Tighten up. Yes, it works. Good job, guys. Okay. Right next to you. Got it. Here we go. And pulse it. 1, 2. Go. And pulse. All right. You got to stretch that out a little bit. Stretch out. Back to your shoulders. Down. So as that one lowers down, the other one is in an isometric hold. Take it down, down. Upright row. Pull it. So if you look at me straight on, I'm coming up here to the collarbone, right? To the level of the shoulder with my dumbbells. And bring it right up. Down. Squeeze. Keep those shoulders down. I don't want this. Sometimes we do this, back a little bit, the shoulders down. Use the back muscles. Relax. Woo. Yes, I feel it today. Woo. All right, last time. We're going to do double knees. We're going to finish that out. Now, 1, 2, 3, and pulse. So my hands are at that chest level. Double pulse. 1, 2. Oh, yeah. You'd have liked that if I'd have given you like extra right there, wouldn't you? We can do that next time if you want. Okay. We're going to go into our power. Power we do start at the bottom as well, so we're in a perfect position. You can grab heavier dumbbells if you want. So what we're going to do in this bottom position is we're going to be in what we call a bear crawl position, okay? So just as if we were a bear and we were going to crawl, we're going to get our body down. Hands are here, so notice my wrist is in a straight line up to my shoulder, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure, and let me turn this way, because it's really important to get this form down for bear crawl. A lot of times I see Our arms are too far out in front, which puts a lot of stress on the shoulder. And sometimes our knees are too far underneath us or too far back. So, checks and balances, people. So, right here, my wrists are underneath my shoulders. I have that nice straight line, so I'm at a 90 degrees with my arms to the floor. Then what I'm going to do is make sure that my knees are underneath my hips. My knees are about shoulder width apart. I'm going to take my toes, I'm going to turn them under, and then I lift. That little lift puts my back flat, and it puts it parallel to the floor. That's where I work. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my dumbbells right here. I'm going to row, put it down, row. If you can keep them in your hands, that's great. Then you can efficiently continue to work. If not, what you're going to need to do, keep them right here between your hands, pick it up, row, pick it up, row. And then you're going to go either one back into a burpee, give me a push-up, okay, and reset to that bear crawl position. Or what you can do after you do your 2 rows, you're on your toes, you pull back, use your legs, push off, come forward, and give me that push-up. That second one is a modification. Do you have to come back really far, or if you want to put your knees down to do it, you drop them down, you're right here. I still want you to push forward and give me a good push-up right here, okay? Keep those elbows in when you do that. All right, so let's hit it. I'm going to move my weights out of the way because they're a little invasive to me right now. I'm going to go through the motions for you, and I'm going to do the modification. Remember, if you don't modify, after you do your rows, shoot it back into that plank push-up position. Come down. Boom. Reset to your bear crawl, okay? Let's do it. Let's have some more fun. Let's get sweaty. Let's get strong. Let's get ripped. Woo! All right, so come down into that bear crawl position. Okay? I'm going to stay on my knees. Row. Row. You pull it back to the floor. Give me that push-up. Reset. Right into it. Boom. So that's why I said set yourself up for success.
Cause I smell like money, and I'm talking it fluent. Yeah, I smell like money, and I'm talking
so I'm completely modified right here.
Yeah, I'm talking it fluent. Cause I smell like money, and I'm
push up. Okay. Now, you're going to stand up, grab your weights. I'm going to leave that here. Hold your weights right here. Let's give me a standing lunge position.
We just
down
use it for
two.
MGM got the green.
Now,
Heard the
lift your
bars
legs
talk.
for 2.
They just get out
Put
of
it to
street.
the side.
We got
Squats
girls
for
throwing
2.
tensions and they can't catch your
Stand up.
tail. We got
Lift.
money for days.
That
So
body
we
nice and tight. Back to front.
Talking
1 and
guns
2.
and locks. With me all this
Stand
song.
up.
Man, it's
Lift.
box that ain't easy. Boy, you know I'm the boss. Got a purple left beauty and that leather so
Stand
soft.
and
Hey,
lift.
you know I'm feeling cool like
Now give me singles. So, 1
got a
lunge.
jack number.
1
Got a
lift.
jack
1
I'm a
squat.
flame spinner
1
like a
lift.
candlestick.
1 lunge.
Wax off with my
Lift.
hands.
Balance challenge, guys.
Show like a
Boom.
candlestick.
Double
Got a
duty.
jack number. Got a jack
Those legs got to learn to balance on 1, and then your core has to find that center of gravity for you. Boom. Now we get back down. That was easy enough. All right, remember, bear crawl position. Bring those knees up. Or you need to modify, you put them down. Let's roll those weights. Roll. Roll.
Yeah, I smell like money, and I'm talking it fluent.
Right back into that.
Yeah, I'm talking it fluent, cause I smell like money, and I'm talking it fluent.
Got
Cause I
2
smell
more.
like money, and I'm talking it fluent. Yeah, I smell like money, and I'm talking it fluent. Yeah, I smell like money, yeah, I'm talking it fluent. Cause I smell like money, yeah, I'm talking it fluent.
All right, second set. Let's bring that back up. You led with that right leg. You're going to now lead with the left. Feet are shoulder width apart. Straight down for 2 lunges.
We just
Down.
use it for power.
2. Now left.
Heard the boys was talking, they just got expand. We got girls throwing tensions and they can't catch a tan. We got money for days, so we ain't talking chance. Talking boys and lost. Woo! Give all your songs.
That happens sometimes. Not every day. Are we on point? Sometimes we have that speed. Now you won. Stay cold.
I'ma buy a flame splitter like a candlestick. Wax on with my hand.
I gotta get my feet right on flipping.
Gotta down, gotta jack me. I'ma buy a flame splitter like a candlestick. Wax on with my hand. Gotta
wide.
Like you can
I stood a little bit wider that time. I went down a little bit lower that time. You can too. Give yourself that challenge. Work it. Feel those muscles. 4, 3, 2, go. Roll it. Pull it. Back. Down. Roll. You want that chest muscle? Improve, get stronger. You want to be able to push yourself up from something? You push up. You might not be an athlete at it. That's okay. Guess what? I couldn't do push-ups. I was lucky if I could get 8 on my knees with my butt up in the air. I can do them now. Keep working. Weights are here, face front. We're going to squat. I want those feet out a little bit wider. Because we did those PAs. Now, take one weight. I want you to row, pull. Down towards that knee. Now, back to squat. Turn it out. Chest up. Work tight. And go. 2, 3. Back squat. Down. Turn it out. Now that PA squat, sometimes that's a little difficult for people to do. It feels a little weird. You'll get used to it. Squat, turn forward, turn out, towards the heel, turn out. Lean, legs straight, knees soft. Lean into it. Now, back down. Good. Get ourselves ready. And check. Where are they at? And let's get it done. Roll it. Roll. Pull it back. So for those of my people who are not modifying, are you there with me? Right there. Roll. Back. Push up. Roll. Roll. It's fun stuff, guys. Hey. Ha. Second time. Let's bring that up and do some more squats. Okay. Burn those sweat drops. Woo! Wider than shoulder width. Turn it out. How low? And you get to that now. Let's lunge. I don't want this knee to go past the front of the toe. No. Squat it. Hey. Squat. You have your weight here right at the breastplate. Boom. Boom. He does not track past the front of the toe. Again. Down. Turn it out.
I'm a body flame splitter like a candle.
Take it. Go. This leg doesn't go anywhere. Stay straight. Down. Hey.
I'm a body flame splitter like
our last time in a row, guys. 4, 3. Count it down with me. 2. Last one. Last time down. 8 of them. Come on. Stick with me. Give me what you got. Modified or not. Row. Row. Pull it back. See that push up? The harder you press. Right here. Press. Pull. If you can shoot yourself forward, do that force acceleration. Boom. You're increasing the intensity of that push-up. You're forcing those chest muscles to react. Roll it. Come on. High fives, everybody. Nice. Okay. Grab a drink. You need it. Pause it. All right. Woo. You only get about 10 seconds of music with that little blurry thing there. All right. What I'm going to do with you today, I'm going to do a kind of like an endurance piece. Our endurance piece in R.I.P.P.E.D is always some kind of MMA, mixed martial arts. So there's kicking and there's punching. So instead of doing a traditional R.I.P.P.E.D today, I'm going to give you a rumble, which is something else that I teach. I do that in-house at Dover on Tuesday and Thursday nights at 5:30. I normally use a weapon with it, but today I'm going to show you how you don't have to use a weapon. You go through the motions. So mixing the upper body with some of that lower body work and moving, switching is really good cardio for you. So that's why you see a lot of these MMA athletes looking so good, looking so cut, and they have the endurance to get through those bouts and stuff like that. That's why they train like that. So that's why we're putting these things into our programming for you. Okay, so hopefully you caught your breath. I'm not completely there yet. It's a little warm and muggy out here for me, but we're going to get ourselves started. I'm going to go through the moves a little bit with you so you don't feel overly confused about it. All right, I'm going to clear my space. All right. Put that on my chair. I'm going to move my weight. All right. So while you're still catching your breath, believe me, our heart rates are still up. We're going to be good at this. So we're going to start out facing forward. I'm going to move back just a little bit and move my laptop up here a little bit so you can see more of my upper body. Okay. So now what we're going to do, you're going to be facing forward so we can use our arms as blades. We're going to punch and those types of things. So facing front, your arm is here. You're going to blade to the side. Okay, notice I've shifted my body. I'm kind of in a lunging position. I'm going to strike. Okay, I lifted my heel. I pivoted. So slice, strike. I'm going to kick and then slice to the other side. Strike. I'm going to kick. I'm going to kick low on this side because of the wall. Slice, strike, kick, slice, strike, kick. Okay? That's your recurring piece. We keep coming back to that. So by the end of the song, you should pretty much have that down. Normally I use a weapon. I strike with my weapon, strike with my fist, and kick. Okay. So the first block that we're going to have, pretend that you have a stick in your hand. So you're going to be in fighting stance. If my stomach and my abdomen goes this way, this is what we consider the inside. This would be the outside. So I'm going to strike inside, outside. Notice there's this rotation right here. Okay, that's your obliques. That's your core. So you're going to keep that chest up. Inside, outside, overhead strike. Then you're going to lift, stab it. Okay? So it's 4 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? A little lift there. When we lift, what we're doing is we're engaging those glute muscles. Pow, right? All that right here that helps you lift your leg. We're going to strengthen that, which also gets that lower back. Helps you stand up taller. Okay? Inside, outside, over, stab. Okay? Then, after we do 4 of those, inside low, outside low. Think about if you had a blade that you would drag it across the ground. Inside, outside, drag it, boom. Okay, make that look pretty. If I turn this way, drag it back, boom. Okay, got it? We're going to go through those. Then we'll finish out with something else. All right, let's hit it. Everybody should be ready to go. My apologies. I did not have that right there. Okay. Boom. Once again, blade, cross, kick, Laid, cross, kick. Laid, cross, kick. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Laid, strike, kick. Laid, strike, kick. Laid, strike, kick. Laid, strike, kick. Laid, strike. Oh! Oh! Last time. Okay. Recurring piece, El Dono. Fighting stance, right side presents. Inside, inside, outside, over top, down, inside. Feel that core working. Tighten it up. You're great. Tight. You're standing upright. Chest up. Very important. Boom. Boom. Now let's go low. Low.
It ain't no coincidence they feeling us. Bottom to the top with the knots and we killing it.
Low.
Been on the yachts with the models, call them benefits. That's on my fault. I protect my innocence. Never move around like a sucker do what players do. So the Fortune 5 say I'm live and I'm
that is a reverse lunge.
riding around town and I'm feeling great. Catch me on my
Speed it up. Here we go. Go up. Overhead. Boom. Take it low. Boom. Drag it back. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. Down. Drag it back. Up. Oh. Tighten up, guys.
Doing this forever, check the highlights. This is legendary, what the crime kite. I'm just doing me and I shine bright. I just want the bag, keep the
Last one.
Doing this forever, check the highlights. This is legendary, what the crime kite.
Back to it. Here we go. Kick. Right. Kick. Give me that leg. Right. Leg. Right. Kick. Woo! I feel that in my hamstrings. That's good. All right, now we're going to present with the other side. Inside, outside, over top, strike. So remember, we're working the upper part of the body. We're not low yet. Inside, outside, over top, up, inside, outside. Squeeze it. Now let's go low. In.
It ain't no coincidence they feeling us. Bottom to the top with the knots and we killing it.
Inside.
On the yachts with the models, call them benefits. It's on my fault. I protect my innocence.
Inside.
Never move around like a sucker do what players do. So the Fortune 5 say I'm live.
That front leg is straight, guys.
Riding around town and I'm feeling
Back
great.
leg bend. Boom. Double touch. Top.
Say she love you, but I can't do no
Boom. Take it slow.
Gonna check the dough. She'll see a line of that. On the paper, chase her rental. I ain't got no time to catch. Make it deals with clothing line. Even about to
Whoa, I almost missed it there.
I'm just doing me and I shine
Lose
bright.
my balance a little bit.
I just want the bag, keep the limelight.
But I'm working on it.
Forever, check the highlights. This is legendary.
Got more.
I'm just doing me and I
Hey.
shine bright. I just want the bag, keep the limelight.
This is your last one.
Check the highlights. This is legendary.
Hey.
I'll be stopping.
Right. Slippery surface, guys. Okay. Now, think about if you had a sword in your hand. You're going to slice side to side. Go. Slice.
I'm just doing
Bring it.
me and I shine
Take
bright.
it down.
I just want the
Burpee.
bag, keep the
You're going to
limelight.
stick it up to the side. Bring it back.
Check the highlight.
Up.
This is
Switch
legendary.
hands.
What the crime kite.
Side.
I'm just doing
Boom.
me and I shine
Take
bright.
it down.
I just want the
Burpee.
bag, keep the limelight.
Out.
Doing this
In.
forever, check the
Bring
highlight.
it up.
This is legendary.
Here we go. Double touch. Boom. Here we go. Bring it back in. Ah, I'm going to give you a little bit of a break there. So remember, you're slicing, coming down. Brazilian, or if you need to, you can stay right here. Don't slice. Boom. Dig it. Slice. Strike. Slice. Strike. Give it strike. Nice and strong. Boom. Boom. This is the last one. Woo. Excellent job, guys. So remember, I want to break that one down again. So I didn't want to take too much time so we didn't lose our heart rate. So remember, you're going to be down. So if you had a sword in his hand, slicing, boom, slice. You go right down into that burpee position, push-up position, whatever. This leg is going to cross under. You reach out with that top hand. Bring it up. That's what we call a Brazilian. If you can't do it, that's fine. Shoot the arm out. Give me a mountain climber, something. Or just hold the plank. Come down into that push-up plank position and hold. Then you come back up, second side. Okay? But we want to keep that low. We want to keep that pressure in the legs. All right, guys, we're going to do our core. So what I'm going to need you to do is to come down. You're going to need a mat, but the positioning of the mat is going to be a little bit important for you. You're going to need one dumbbell. One dumbbell, one weight, or no weight. It's fine. If you use the dumbbell, you're going to get a little extra resistance when we do this core. So let me find myself again, and then we'll get that started. All right, core. So I'm going to grab my mat. Now, you have a mat. I want this to be long ways across your body. Not like this, okay? Long ways. Lay this down. Now, when you position yourself on this mat, I want it to be in this area, okay? That's what's going to be making contact with the ground, okay, or the floor, all right? Keep one dumbbell close by. So, like so. If I were to be down, which you will be like this in the Superman position, my hips and my lower back are going to be on this mat, okay? So my feet are off the mat, my hands are in the front. I'm going to pull this back a little bit because you're going to need to see my hands, okay? Keep one dumbbell here. It's going to be behind one of your wrists. I don't care which side you start on, but whether you're on your knees or not, makes no difference to me. But if you're going to be on your knees, I do not want you to be in this position. Your hips need to be dropped down. Why? Because if you do this, you're taking your core out of the equation. You're not getting as much of a contraction. If you shift that forward and bring those hips down, now you almost kind of have to squeeze to keep that up because you don't want to do this. You're going to have to keep this position, okay? Make sure that when you're in this bottom position that your wrists are underneath your shoulders. You don't want this. This is what puts pressure on them, and that's why people say, oh, they hurt, they hurt. Keep them under your wrists, okay? That way, if you were to come down, your chest, your bust line is right there in line with your hands, and that's where you want to press. That's where you're going to hit the muscle, okay? So, you're here. Remember, if you're going to be on your knees, drop those hips down. Weights behind the wrist. You're going to come underneath like you're threading a needle, grab it, drag it over to behind that hand. And then what you're going to do, this leg right here, that comes up for a mountain climber. Drag it back, mountain climber. Drag it back, mountain climber, okay? When you're on your knees, it's more difficult to do. If you were on your toes, much easier to get that mountain climber done, okay? Same thing. We're going to do that, then I'll walk you through the rest. So let's do this. We want to get the rest of this going. Okay. I need my phone. All right, guys. And core. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Y'all know who it is.
And I don't think that's the one that's it. Yes, it is.
Never gonna stop, no. Never gonna die. Oh, like
that's not it.
Back. That's a fact. Don't like the way you
That's not the song, guys. My apologies.
That's a fact. Don't let
That's the wrong one. My bad. Hold on a second. I pressed the wrong. Please, somebody tell me it's Friday and not Monday. Not like that's any better. But hold on. I know I have it here somewheres. I gotta find it for you. Okay. I got too much stuff going on in my phone. I really do. My apologies, guys. Things, and sometimes they do not. My phone will do crazy things, especially if I plug it into a different computer for whatever reason. So, and I can't find it. I think it might have disappeared on me. But anyway, what time are we at? We're at 9:41. Actually, what we can really do is we can just go ahead and stretch. I promise you I'll get this worked out for the next time you're with me. But if you feel that that's something you want to do and still do that core thing anyway, go ahead and drag them over. Give a mountain climber, drag it, give a mountain climber. That's something you can do at home. Practice that so that when you do it with me, you're going to really have a good semblance of what's going on. And then you can drop yourself down and do your Supermans. Nice little pulses, roll to your side. Do some jackknives, roll to your back. Do some of those side to side. So try those exercises out, okay? I'll just show you what that looks like before we stretch. That way you can do it at home because my song disappeared from my playlist. So Superman's, it's a little pulse. My hips stay on the ground. My feet are up. So I'll turn this way so you can see. Arms are stretched out in front of you. Feet are out. You can point your toes. You don't have to come way high up. That's really just not necessary. It literally is a little pulse like this. If it's easier for you, keep your toes grounded and then just lift the front, okay? If it's too much, this hurts your shoulders or your neck because you really do want to keep your face down this way. I'm looking up so I can talk to you. Keep your face down. If this is too much, bring your hands here. Make it easier. Shorten that lever. Take some of that pressure off of you and stay here and pulse. Then what you're going to do, roll to the side. This arm stays here for leverage. My feet are up off the floor. I'm crunching. I'm getting my obliques done right here. Crunch. I'm lifting. I'm lifting. You'll feel that right here, that muffin top area that we all have and that we don't like. Crunch, crunch. Then what you'll do is you'll roll to your back and you can do jackknife. Now, do you have to lift your head up? Because a lot of us get pain in the neck. No. You can keep your head down. You can give me leg lifts. Okay? Plain and simple. Or you can stay here. You can do that. Okay? You can modify just about everything and get the same benefit out of that workout. Okay? Right here. You can keep your hands here. Do the little leg lifts. Do whatever. You can do holds. Okay? And then you would roll back side to side. That's that. So let's stretch, guys. I wasted enough of your time today. All right. When life happens, you make the adjustments that you need and you keep it moving. So the day will go on. We will find joy somewhere along the line today. Someone who does not normally smile will smile. And that's going to brighten your day. All right, guys. Let's stretch this out. Foot is back. Knee in the front is soft. I want that heel pressed into the floor. I'm standing up nice and tall, right? All I'm doing is raising that heel. I'm not really doing anything with this. It's just moving along because of this. And then I lean it back. Find your chair. Imagine there's a chair right there. Goes up. Press that down. Follow your leg. right there. Quad stretch. Now, squeeze it. Push it to the front. Set it above the knee. Not on the knee. Soften your knee. Lower yourself down. Don't fall into lies. Deep down you realize that you are beautiful. Now hold this up, go side to side. Think about a ball of energy. You have to stand your ground, cause you are beautiful. Bow and arrow, open the chest. Stretch it out. Nice big rotation with the shoulders. Pull it back. See that rotation right there. And pull it back. Other side. Pull. All right, now that other foot goes back. Heel it down. Notice I'm still there with feet underneath the shoulders. Raise up that heel. Lift. I want you to flex through your ankle. Okay? And remember, shift that weight back. Almost like you're taking a bow. Right? Press that foot down. Follow the leg. Find your ankle. Stretch here. Now, release. Bring it here above the knee. Soften your knee. There you go. Don't fall into lies. Deep down you realize that you are. All right. Now, just follow the energy. Remember, flow. Remember, this is a glide. We're gliding with those legs. Bow and arrow. Boom. Now we got that plie squat. Softening that up. Just the way you Now, hands are here. Down. Now round out the back and come up. Come down in that plie squat and round out that back. And take the shoulder over. Try not to bend the elbow. Okay? Keep that arm straight. Stretch in front. And release the hands from behind. Grab them. Shoulders back and down. Tilt the head. Here the shoulder. Chin to chest. Here the shoulder. Chin to chest. Leave it hang, guys. Feel it just drop. And bring it around. Good job. Just the way you are. I gotta find another way to say good job. It kind of just pours right out like that. Maybe if I say it in French, good job. It makes it a little bit more special. But anyway, guys, thank you so much again. My apologies again for not having the music for the core, but some of those things, go back and look at this and try those exercises out for yourself, okay? They're very easy to do, very simple, and very effective at strengthening that lower back and those lower core muscles, okay, and in the hip, okay? So work on something. Maybe you got a little bit of homework. Till I see you next week, okay, guys? Take care. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye-bye.